I just need a moment to set things up and to get things going. Un momento here, un momento. Okay, here we go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have the red Terran player. Down in the series, by the way, we are jumping into game number 2. We have the red Terran representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the blue Terran player from the land of Kazakhstan representing CSO Esports. It is Replicant. And Replicant, he has been performing very well here tonight. He took down Milky Cow 2-0, GG Machine 2-0. He did go for a tied series against UED Soldier, and now he is here against Nicoract. This is his 4th match of the night, and he is up 1-0. Let's go. Let us go. Sorry, I'm just setting up the match. I'm just setting things up. Here we go. And I'm more than happy to follow this into Young Yakov series versus Replicant, especially considering the Replicant, he has been performing very well here. And I'll be honest, I'm surprised that he 2-0 GG Machine. That is the one series I'm surprised by. The others, you know, they do make sense to me, but that does tell me that Replicant clearly is in form, and I want to see him against the Zerg matchup, but even more so here in the Terran matchup as well. We missed out on game 1, but we are here to conclude the series at least. That does also mean that we have 2 series left in the broadcast. We have 2 series left. We have this one, Replicant and Nicoract, and we also have Replicant and Young Yakov thereafter. So just 2 series remaining. And then it's not bench time. Then it is time to get some food, and then it is time to edit a Lima League. Edit all the VODs. All the VODs. As Reapers, they do clash. We do see Nicoract, he shoots first. Nicoract does shoot first, and he will take down the Reaper. He will delay the CC. And that's a big win for Nicoract already. He does back off, though. He is aware of the timing. He does not delay the command center. Unfortunately, he has to retreat here. He has to meet up with the second Reaper, and then he can turn back around. Then he can try to fight for control of the low ground. So now just regenerating his HP. Back at home, settling into his own expansion. We are settling in. At this point, he's missed his timing. The Cyclone is soon to arrive, so with the Cyclone, Replicant, he should be safe. He should be fine. Should be able to defend. We're getting into our 1-1-1s, getting into the mid-game. So far, so good. So far, so good. I won't be doing predictions for this, just because... Oh. We're already halfway through. But there will be some final predictions for the final series of the night. We'll be holding on to that. As Nicoract, he has arrived. He does not quite get here in time to delay the command center. Barely not. We do see that Replicant, he is doubling down, getting into additional Cyclone production. He's on 2, soon to be a 3rd Cyclone behind this. Reaper goes down. Oh, gets 1, gets 2. Nice pickups. Nicoract gets punished for the dive. There's going to be 2 Reapers. Now we do see the double Cyclone medevac drop across the map. It is going to be spotted. They do spot each other, I should say. And Replicant, he can shut this down. As he does commit. Let's commit. Back at home, we do have our tank production, our 1-1-1 setup into Ravens. Likewise, Replicant actually going for an earlier Liberator. This is a little bit different. This is a little bit odd. Okay. The Liberator is on the way. Replicant, he does threaten the dive. Oh, doesn't quite get the depot. Bit almost, not quite. As it does come in from behind. Gets into the mineral line. 2 SCV kills, not bad. Does get 2 SCVs. Just see Replicant coming in from behind. He's going for the natural. Alas, this time Nicoract is ready for it. And this time he's in position and he will get a kill on... Oh, he gets the medevac, but he loses the Raven. That was not worth it. That was not worth it for Nicoract. Massive pick off. Replicant, he gets the Raven. Gets a couple of workers. Oh, at the same time, though, it looks like Replicant did end up losing his Liberator. Looks like it was rallied in and did go down. Less than ideal. Oh, no. God damn it. I knew there was a reason why I was avoiding this TvT. Ay. It looks like we might be here for a while. Do you see what I see? Factory. It's going to be mech. It's going to be mech here by Replicant. So it's going to be Biotank from our red Terran player and mech from our blue Terran instead. It's going to be tank Viking production here from Replicant. And we'll see if Nicoract can break this. We'll see if he can stop this from really turtling up, from Replicant from really solidifying himself here back at home, from securing himself. We shall see. As Nicoract, he does push. His goal here is to deny the third base, maybe even pick up some of these tanks. He's on 3 Raven. Raven kind of quite high. Tank bully going up. Ooh, it is within range. Ah, brutal pickup. 1 tank goes down. Rough start for Nicoract. But at least he does deny the third. And he should be getting his own. Meanwhile, that's a hefty tank army. Massive tank bully goes off, and Nicoract gets the hell out of here. Wants none of this. Will pull away. Likewise, can soon land his own third. There we go. Is being landed on location. And Replicant is not too far behind it. Oh boy. Meanwhile, BC's... Replicant is getting into battlecruiser production. BCs are on the way. Let's go. They're coming. Auto target harass here into the mineral line. Not bad. A couple of SCVs are falling. Even trying to force some friendly fire. Yeah, just a mass turret line here. 7 SCV kills. Oh my god, up to 11. I feel like the tanks killed a lot of workers themselves, but 16. Oh my god, landed Viking harass into Nicoract. He's popping off. Is popping up, catches a tank, gets 17 workers, so we have those Vikings in the main, and he finds another tank as well. And Nicoract, he's popping up, he's pulling Replicant apart. 27 SCV kills, a tank, it does siege, is within range. Auto charge are thrown down once again. Oh my god. Insane trades here from Nicoract, and does he end the game here and now? He's so close to breaking the back of Replicant. Vikings were cleaned up, BC has arrived. The tank does protect the mineral line at least, but what about the depots? What are the depots? The eBay tanks, they siege up behind the mineral line. Tank has arrived. Where's the anti-air? Sorry, I say tank. The BC has arrived. Where's the anti-air? As with the help of this BC, this will be defended. Yeah, the medevacs, they evacuate. These tanks are forfeits. They will get one more depot before they get cleaned up. Back at home, Nicoract, he responds with a second starport. Getting into mass Viking production. Still heavy marine can as well. Thankfully, 1-1 is almost done. And Replicant, because he just lost 46 workers, he doesn't have the economy for BC production. Like, he has the production here set up, but he can't afford too much to actually make out of this. So much of this production just left idle because Replicant is broke. Replicant, he is broke. Drop into the main. BC forces teleport back home. SCVs can be targeted down. He gets 3. Gets 4. 4 SCV kills. Main army pushing forward. He's got 3 Ravens. Does have Disable. Does he commit in? Disables the tank. Vikings going ham. As Cyclone goes down. Do you get the mass repair here on the BC? And Nicoract, he double expands. He gets a 4th base and a 5th as well. Will be double expanding. Still making 4 Vikings at a time. Replicant, he's going to try to break out. But here come the auto turrets. Yeah, better trade for Nicoract. He breaks through, was at 4, almost 5 tanks. Drop into the main, more SCVs going down. Replicant is being pulled apart. He survives, but still his economy is not what it needs to be. Nicoract, he just drops into the natural as well. Just killing more workers, denying more mining time. Taking up depots. Nothing major. Just a couple of depots. Viking count is getting higher into Liberators as well. I mean, that's the power of air control in TvT. Is Mass Viking Lib. And what is the answer to that? What, BC? Against this amount of Vikings? That I'm not so sure about. He's moving out. He's moving out with that double drop. How many Vikings? 8. 8 Vikings against 2 BCs. Actually, my apologies. Soon to be 3. Soon to be... Oh, never mind. He does cancel. Getting into his own Viking production. Double drop does threaten the natural. There is a battle cruiser ready. We have a BC on one end, a BC on the other. And there isn't much at home to defend, I'll be honest. Turrets are just not finishing up, at least on the right-hand side. That will help. Liberation has arrived. One Liberator doesn't go down. Gets a tank. BC runs into turrets. The turrets, they can hold their own for a time, but here at the natural base, SCVs are going down. Instead, Nicoract, he commits. Does force the recall. BC does teleport back home. Goes down. GG gets called. There's just not enough to defend. And Nicoract, he will tie things up 1-1. He fights back against Replicant. GG. GG, well played. And with that, round 4 is going to wrap up. And now we can get ready for our next series. Should I though? Now I'm concerned. I'll be honest, I haven't casted Replicant in a long time, and after seeing that game, I'm curious. Is he gonna play mech against young Jakob? Do I want to stumble my way into like a ZBT old Jakob versus mech? Is that what I want with my life? Is that I think so. I think you know what? We'll do it. We'll do it. Because if we don't, who will? Oh no. We'll step into the ring. Give us the 30-minute game. The 30-minute game 1, I should emphasize. I should emphasize. GG, well played. Shout out to Nicoract, of course. Again, he was successful when it came to pulling apart his opponent and wreaking havoc. He was able to break the meching player before they could really stabilize on 3 bases. We saw the tri-pronged attack. We saw the Viking drop into the main. We saw the drop into the natural. We saw the main army pushing in between the bases. It was very impressive that Nicoract was able to pop off the way that he did and pull Replicant apart. Very, very nicely done. We missed out on game 1. I don't really know how Replicant was able to find himself in that position, how he was able to take the first game. It was a longer game 1 as well, but maybe Nicoract just needed a little bit of time to acclimate to his opponent to figure out what exactly was going on. And now we're getting ready for the final rounds. And again, I don't think there's a bad series here, which is why I have a hard time really embracing it. But up next, we have round 5. Young Jakob versus Replicant, UAD Soldier versus Nicoract, and Milky Cow versus GG Machine. What I will say is that Young Jakob versus Replicant has a little bit less on the line, just because they're both at the top of the group. So they're both, you know, the best players here of the group, and they're both secure in their position. The other matchups are more important when it comes to how to determine that third slot as well. So I'm a little bit torn. I do see a lot of value in casting Nicoract, UD Soldier, and Milky Cow versus GG Machine, but at the same time, I have yet to cast Replicant properly here, like in a full series. So like I feel like I should. I feel like I should. Maybe I want to endure the pain. Maybe. Oh no. Oh no. Let's go.